When you don't have money, you don't have a voice. I've lived in the neighborhood now for about 4 years, and for the first couple of years, there was a park down along Lake Washington that was essentially just a little play structure and empty grass. And then a big construction crew moved in, and surprise, now there's a creek flowing through it. And it's kind of strange. You don't usually see people manufacturing a creek out of the blue. And so that piqued my curiosity. I looked into it and found out about Mapes Creek and how it flows through the whole neighborhood. So it starts up here in the Kubota Garden Natural Area. There's some wetlands back there and up over the hill here. There's some underground springs, and the water just comes out of the hillside. And then it flows through all of the neighborhood, mostly in pipes. So here in Kubota Garden, Mapes Creek flows naturally. Now down near Lake Washington, there's a short length where it flows naturally. And people enjoy it in both of these locations. You see families out, people taking pictures, kids.
I'm Joe. I'm from Rainier Beach, so near here.
I'm Annie. I live in Capitol Hill.
I really like it. I really like where there's the waterfalls.
I like all the little hidden paths. Little paths are really nice.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful, very peaceful, except for dogs. I'll definitely bring some friends over in the future.
But then along the rest of the creek, it's underneath the pavement. You can't even see it. And it's kind of a real loss for the neighborhood. And so I'm doing my Mapes Creek photo essay to try to advocate for the creek, for its further restoration, bringing more of it out of the pipe. And the first step in that, I think, is just informing people about it. And so really that's what my pictures are about, just trying to show the whole length of the creek, whether it's flowing naturally, like here in Kubota Garden, or if it's in pipes underground, like along the Mapes Creek Walkway. Now, you might think the Mapes Creek Walkway should have a creek, but it doesn't. So this is Mapes Creek Walkway, and when they built this a few years ago, they added in a nice art installation to mimic flowing water, but you can also mimic flowing water with flowing water. And unfortunately, Mapes Creek is in a pipe underground here. So instead, all that we get is just the sound of a cell tower. And these ditches fill with trash. They get a lot of stagnant water and mosquitoes. Along the buildings, there's graffiti. It's not a nice place. It's people just put their heads down and charge right through it, try and get through it as quickly as possible. They don't linger there. They don't enjoy it. Not like they do other places like here in Kubota Garden, where the creek is at the surface. And I think that one of the main reasons is simply that this neighborhood, Rainier Beach, is a bit lower income level, so it's kind of forgotten by the city. And right along Mapes Creek Walkway is the Lake Washington Apartments, which is a housing project predominantly filled with low income, a lot of immigrants from East Africa, Ethiopia, Somalia, as well as African Americans. And when you don't have money, you don't have a voice. And so these people are kind of just stuck next to what's now a mosquito breeding ground. So all of this links together. I'm trying to advocate for the creek, for the neighborhood, and just to try to spur some action, spur some change, and try to make more of the neighborhood enjoyable by bringing the creek to the surface. My name is Edward Landreth, and I'm an amateur photographer who is really passionate about nature and the outdoors.